Good morning, Scott School, on this wonderful sunny Wednesday, April 12th. Boys and girls, I'd love to give a shout out to our third grade troopers for working so hard on MSTEP yesterday, even when things didn't go super swell. The entire state of Michigan had some difficulties yesterday with MSTEP, so it was nothing that you did or your teachers did or DeWitt did. It was some problems that they were having with the online platform that you log into. So today is a fresh new day. I believe they have fixed the error. So today will really be more like our official first day of taking the MSTEP. Mrs. Schwartz is here with me this morning, and she'll share some of those tips for successful test taking today to help you remain calm and focused and engaged. And boys and girls, at the end of the day or the end of testing, just ask yourself, did I give my very best? And if you did, that's all we ask. Just give your best. Boys and girls, I also would love to share with you how very proud of all of you I am about expected behavior on the playground, especially when we're seeing lots of little flying wasps and bees and little friends and creatures all over the place. So remember, we don't want to provoke them or instigate or make them angry. And I don't think any of you intentionally do, but when you see swarms of bees or wasps or any sort of lovely little critter, be sure to report that to an adult, because we have a maintenance crew here in DeWitt that come over and they take care of those pesky little pests so that all of us stay safe. And boys and girls, if you are allergic to bees or wasps or any kind of sting, just make sure that if you get stung or if you're worried about that, just communicate to an adult and we'll do whatever we can to keep you safe because we care about you. And our fab with vocab word of the week is figuratively. And I'm thinking, I was going to use the raining cats and dogs, but I see that was the visual yesterday and I missed morning news. So another figurative language phrase is figuratively. Let me back up. Figuratively speaking, sometimes I feel like I'm walking on pins and needles. Have you ever heard that saying? So, do you really think I'm walking on pins and needles? No, I'm not really doing that. But what it means is that I'm being very cautious and careful on how I either am discussing something with someone or any situation that I might be heading into. If I'm very cautious and I'm aware, that's all it means. So, see how you can use figuratively in your conversations or find some sort of phrase that really reflects figurative language, because it is pretty fun to start to read and discover those figurative phrases and things that we can say to one another that are appropriate and have double meaning. Boys and girls, I want to wish you a very good testing day today and the very best outside on that playground, because it's so much fun when it's warm outside. Be respectful, be responsible, be safe, be bucket fillers, and now on to Mrs. Schwartz.
Why, thank you, Ranger Reha. Oh, March's reading month will live on forever. I know you're all excited about that. My friends, as Mrs. Reha said, you all did an amazing job of handling the ups and downs of testing. And what I find is really helpful for me when I feel a little bit stressed out is to focus on the things that I can control. I can't control if the computer's going to go down. I can't control if the website's not going to work, but I can control how I respond to situations. So I can respond by taking those deep breaths, by calming my body, and by realizing that, you know what? I'm just going to wait for the adults to let us know what we need to do. And in the meantime, I'm going to roll with it. And so many of you did a beautiful job with that yesterday. So I know we talk a lot about breathing, and there are a lot of different breathing techniques because sometimes just thinking about breathing, one, it can be a little boring, to be honest. And two, it can be a little tricky to remember, okay, how many times do I breathe? What do I do? And things like that. So I like to think of a couple different breathing strategies. And one is by tracing your fingers. And the nice thing about this is something you can do wherever you are. Even sitting in class, if you have your hands in your lap, you can do this. Nobody would even know. But what you do is you take your finger, your pointer finger, and you put it to the bottom or base of your thumb on your other hand, and then you trace each finger slowly. And as you go up, you inhale. And when you go back down, you exhale. In, out, in, out, in, out. In one more time. And out slowly. Oh my goodness, you're professionals. And I'm so relaxed. I could really do for a nap right now. But we can't because we're here at school and we're going to grow our brains. All right, my friends, so proud of all that you do every day, all the safe, respectful, responsible behavior. Now let's please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a wonderful Wednesday, Scott School.